even know I'm just say baby daddy. I get baby daddy, but I will tell the truth about the baby daddies. Okay, actually, the real experience.
That's what we want. That's why we are here.
Your experience.
Okay, thank you.
We're from a culture where we speak on if you love the cow, you should love the calf. So I think if anyone is entering a step parent role, whether it's a man or woman, stepfather or stepmother, it is understanding that a family unit is a package deal and they have to respect the presence of the existing, of the biological father. But it just really depends, because if the relationship between the biological parents is not good, then it seems that the stepfather will automatically have to take up more slack, because generally the stepfather will be the one more present in the life and potentially living with the child, so we'll be doing more of the parental roles. So I feel like active fathers who have a good bond, a good relationship and do the work with their children, the stepfathers don't really have to take up too much space because the father is doing what it takes. So it just depends. If the biological parent is doing the work they need to, then you can find a happy balance and co-parent. But if it's toxic, then there's all kinds of issues that can arise from that scenario. Speaking from my own experience, I made a choice to not put my children in a situation where there is going to be a stepfather or step-parent, and that they need to have their bond with their natural father. It's just that we live in a society where there's so many things, and I have daughters, so I don't want to bring any man round my child and potentially put them at risk of any form of danger from somebody that does not naturally love them because they're born from them.
Yo, alright. Hey! Hellos! Welcome to another exciting episode of the Baby Daddies podcast. That was the Afrolicious Mama. Yeah, Afrolicious Mama. So, remember last episode we dropped, we were speaking about baby daddies. Yeah. I mean stepfathers. Stepfathers, yeah. Yes, and obviously how the relationship with the child, how it impacts, etc., and those elements. Yeah. So we got the voice note after we recorded the episode. So we decided to just let's play it now, so that you can listen and hear what her take is. Oh, by the way, so tell them who's Afrolicious Mama.
So Afrolicious Mama, by the way, guys, is a presenter from UK Choice FM.
Didn't repeat that? UK?
Choice FM.
Choice
North
FM.
South Africa.
Yeah?
UK. Ne? Abroad, international, overseas. We'll probably fly to Brazil. Yeah, but guys, thank you very much for the voice notes. We really appreciate these contributions, and we encourage such contributions. Right?
Yes, I mean, look, like we inspired with our conversation. We actually took interest to somebody who's at UK.
Imagine.
And for me, I still say that the local baby mamas, local baby daddies are not engaging fully that much, and
they are not using that space
that right now, because it's a platform.
It's not for us
to speak, but
everyone.
If, for example, we have an opinion on certain things, or you wanna ask, actually, if maybe you're faced by a situation, maybe dealing with this, maybe we're not having a relationship with maybe your baby mama or your baby daddy. This is
just want to query about that. Yeah,
like this is a space, man, and yeah, man, because at the end of the day, remember our main objective of this show is to kill
absent fathers.
Yes, and create a
very coherent society.
Thank you. But yeah. So I totally agree with this. Actually, some of the stuff that we did touch about. To some point, if maybe the baby daddy is not there.
Yeah.
So obviously the stepfather, because now when they create a family or when they get in committed relationship, it's more of a package in a way.
Definitely.
Right. So it means now he will kind of have to also take much of the slack and fill out the gap that's not there.
Yeah.
You know. So obviously that plays an impact. Unlike if the dad is still there, and then they'll be maybe where
Then
there where they can help out, so but they'll still be a father to the kids.
Definitely. So I think, you know, Afrolicious Mama has a very, very valid point. She has very, very good points in this, because according to me, I can see that what she says here validates whatever is happening today as youth and whatever we can see within our own relationships as the current trends, right? And man, it's either a person is fully in or is fully out, right? Whether they're stepdad, whether they're the actual father of the baby. If they are fully in, they are fully in. If they are fully out, they are fully out, right? It's just that matter. And it's a matter of finding someone who cares, as she said, someone who cares enough to make sure that there's emotional, both physical security and emotional security for both the mother and the child, right? So that is important to women most of the time. And I think it also kind of leads us to a bit to whatever I want to talk about today, right? Don't you think in a way it tries to lead us into that?
Yeah, definitely. So, but check, guys, please tell us your input if you've heard the voice note just now, which is played by a baby mama coming from the UK.
Yeah.
Right, not just any baby mama, but
baby mama from the U.
Let us know what you think. Don't forget to subscribe, click that notification, Ghetto Universe Media, Jozi Show Entertainment, Abuti Smash, and the handles
International Melanin. Focus. Zonke lezo zinto bafethu. Okay.
Sanibonani bafethu. Let me welcome you back to the Baby Daddies podcast. Bafethu, ungamangali nimbona ngiwani. No. Today we got a special surprise. Esikhala kahle bafethu. Hey, Mr. Some Guy, what's happening now, bafethu? Alright, number one. By the way, umuntu osibhalisana sanje don't know bafethu international Melanin ukhona. Uye lo phendula lapho ku mic.
Hayi izorasa le mic.
Okay. Nonetheless, ukhona bafethu, and today we specially a special guest bafethu, a baby mama.
No, why it is special? I want special. A special beautiful guest.
A special beautiful guest on. Okay, this is recorded on the last day of Women's Month, but
definitely
in celebration of Women's Month, that's bafethu. Then nazisa bafethu Jozi. Jozi.
Hi guys, that's like like welcome, Jozi to the Baby Daddies podcast. Yeah.
Hey, bafethu. So Jozi is a baby mama.
Yeah.
Okay, uzaziswa, it's okay. Uzuzu uyaphi umama kabani?
Definitely.
Oh, okay. I am Jozi. That's my nickname actually.
Yeah.
My name is Jozi. I am a baby mama as well. The mama ka
Ovayo.
Listen.
A baby daughter.
Beautiful baby daughter. Can you please
A
elaborate?
very beautiful daughter.
Thank you.
Actually, I can say. Also, that's what you wanted to hear. Yeah, she's very beautiful.
Yeah.
I love her so much.
To give us consistency in finding that with the city. So that Babo know what Kunomu Magabani. Okay, I will get into that. We'll get into that. So, yeah, welcome bafethu. So, nasibonela ziyakhala fanda. Ziyakhala. So, Jozi bafethu, I mean, you know, I'm a baby daddy as well, and I think one of the key things also, like, Ugazana Gwethu was also that we went to that motherhood situation. But I want to know, like, from where it started.
Yeah.
Like, how do you find out that you were pregnant? It's your first child, right?
Yeah. How did you actually? You were interested in that?
Yeah. So you really wanna know?
We really wanna know.
Okay. Actually, what happened was like I didn't go on my periods after I was late, like 17 days, I can say.
Yeah.
I had a phone, like you always have an app there that you actually set.
Is it? What's the name of it?
What's the name of the app?
The app name is like, I don't really know it, I won't lie, but my sister had that app. So
Yeah.
she actually always said
Flows.
everything about
Flow.
us because we stay together. Yeah.
Is it the name of the app?
I don't really know. Smashy has enough. No,
like, okay,
I
it's
won't
the same
lie,
app.
I don't want to say I know it. I don't know.
Yeah.
But my sister had that
Yeah.
app.
Yeah.
So she was the one who was always like saying our periods are due and all of this stuff.
Yeah.
So what happened? I didn't go on my periods until it was like 17 days. And she was actually the one who was saying, baby girl, even on my app, you are still, because I think after you are late, maybe after a week or two, it's gonna remind that you are
still counting
time. So I won't lie, I was in denial, and it's my first child. I don't know what is the experience about being pregnant or whatever.
Yeah.
But what happened was like, okay, after that, I decided to actually have a pregnancy test.
Yeah.
So
I think 17 days, that's like almost like 2-3 weeks time.
Yeah. But the time I was deciding to take a pregnancy test, I think it was after a month and 3 weeks something.
Yeah.
But it was close to 2 months because I was in denial actually.
Yeah, in denial.
I didn't have that thing.
That's why the week and everything. How?
Okay, it's fine. I can be late on periods, but then it doesn't mean that I'm pregnant. Okay, fine. That's not a problem. What happened was like, I took a pregnancy test after that time, like it was maybe 1 month and 3 weeks something, I think. Okay, I saw the pregnancy test results were like positive, like 2 lines.
2 lines.
Yeah, but I didn't believe it. I took another one.
Can't believe
That would change, man. That would change.
Another one.
Yeah.
Same results. I was like, okay, you know what? No. I slept. I woke up in the morning. I took another test again. Same results.
So 3 times. We're confirming.
So that's where I believed that, you know what, I'm pregnant. Okay, but I won't lie. I was kinda happy
and scared
at the same time.
It's a what's in the car. What's on the question there?
In 5.
Yeah, so the question was mtana kumfumene njani? Like which style was it? Like do you still remember? And then just nah, this one.
That one,
like that one,
what is that
this one.
Actually,
Chicken.
That's a very good question. As much as it was my first baby, I won't lie to you. After I find it out that I'm pregnant, that's when I realized some things, like unusual things that were happening at the time that I actually conceived. Because I remember one of the days in the morning, me and my baby daddy, we went out for shopping, and then we went out to like have fun and stuff. And then we went back home. So it happened. I can remember.
Style.
In the morning.
That's the date. Nasfuna the style.
I just you want the position.
Okay, so
the chin.
So yeah, no, you get there.
The
Yeah,
compass. You
but
want the
the day.
compass.
That's the story.
The
The story is
So
coming
now
out
in the
of
morning.
Yes.
So
I'm
now
coming
the
back.
position.
It was,
Let's
it
relax,
was in the
relax,
morning
yes.
actually. Okay, I can say it was a morning glory.
Hey,
The style
6
is.
a.m.
I
5 a.m.
Spoon.
4, 3.
I'm guessing spoon.
But it was in the morning and
That's the time. Style.
I got the hottest dog style.
In the morning. Doggy. Okay,
that's actually the fucking I'm sorry.
Nah, don't be sorry. No.
This is
Every
a
apology is free.
This is
The damn
over 18.
style,
Over 18.
I hate. I don't like doggy.
Because you feel like it's
No,
more.
even
I'm out.
doggy. As for me,
too
it
engaging.
makes me be too exclusive.
Yeah, too
I can
engaging.
see, and it's too much. No, you can feel it like for real. That's like the realest style.
Original. Fire originality, courage. Hey, it strengthened your unity, ne?
You can continue.
Focus.
Yeah.
Focus.
So, alright.
Yeah,
So dog
that's
style. I
like
hope
a
dog
dog
style.
style.
Yeah. I now give him dog style.
So it happened like that.
It was a magic. Yeah.
Maybe after, I can say 15 minutes or 20.
15, 20.
Yeah, I felt
So,
some nausea.
yeah.
And then I ran into the bathroom. That's when I was thrown up. But I thought it was like alcohol that we were drinking
Yeah.
last night. But
So
then-
tell me, when you find out, now coming back, when you find out that you're pregnant, so what's the situation like with the baby daddy?
At that moment,
Yo.
how did he react on his side? And how did he
Okay,
feel?
like from telling him like, no, wait, what's the situation? Are you still involved with each other? Still in a
By the
relationship?
time I was finding out that I'm pregnant,
Yeah.
we were actually still dating. We were
Okay.
in
Deep in
good
love.
terms.
Right love.
Yeah.
No, we were in good terms.
Right
Everything
now,
was
let's see.
fine.
Listen.
I was happy.
Hey, bro.
Yeah, everything was by that time.
Okay, makes sense. So now, umchela wako, do you remember how he
Reacted.
like he reacted? Like also, umchele phone or face to face or
Either way.
Yeah, I actually told him like face to face. I just
Yeah,
called
so
him,
that's-
like, please come
yeah.
to talk. And then he came over.
He came off.
And then what was the reaction?
Nappy. He came off.
He didn't pin the eight.
So you went straight to the point.
Yeah, because I was actually anxious. Like I don't know how I was feeling because it was my first time. So I was nervous, scared, even though I was happy. I won't lie.
Yeah.
Some part of me was kind of.
Can you please tell me what made you happy about that moment and what made you feel so safe, so much that you could be happy in that moment that made you so assured about the person that made you pregnant?
Oh, okay. You are getting so deeper. It's fine.
That's
That's the baby.
Get deeper, mama.
Baby Daddy's podcast.
Get deeper, mama.
Yeah.
I won't lie. I've been in a relationship before him. Yes.
Yeah.
And we both wanted a baby, and we couldn't. And then you see that thing as a woman as well. Besides thinking about him, but
So-
personally, for you might think that maybe I'm a barren. I cannot have kids.
Yeah.
That thing. You've been in a relationship with this person for a long time, but you cannot
Not getting
get kids.
anything.
Yeah. Can't tell where we got shama planks.
I don't know.
You gotta got my mind.
Yeah.
The only thing I can say, yeah, you can see even years going. Okay, person. Okay, it doesn't matter about that because they forever say we are getting babies like before time.
Yeah, can never be fully ready.
Yeah.
You can never
Be fully ready for the baby. Yeah, that's most
But then, the time I was getting my baby, I can say as much as it was kind of a blessing because my mother told me before those days that I found out that I'm pregnant. She called me and saying that my daughter, I'm old now, and as for
I need
my
a
health,
grandchild.
yeah,
Oh,
as for my health, I would wish to have a grandchild. I want you to have a grandchild.
Yeah.
But I'm not saying which was forcing what, but after that 17 days that my mother called me, I found out that I was pregnant.
That's when you accepted it.
That is why I actually, coming back there, that is why I actually also have that joy, Abuti, I have conceived. Because maybe even my parent was like even ready.
Yeah.
She gave me a blessing of having a child, yes. That is why I was actually also, even though I was not really there, I was not really ready, yes.
What advice would you give to a person who's having a child and is not ready now, right? But they're carrying the precious soul in themselves, right? What advice would you give to them? Because you went through the same process, right? You felt how it felt to have a soul inside of you, right? What advice do you have for someone who has their soul in them right now?
The only thing I can say right now, obviously, being pregnant is not easy actually. That's
first thing.
It is the new start of your life as a woman.
The change.
So, yeah. But what I can say is, whenever that you conceive, which means that you are a blessed soul.
Definitely.
You are a blessed human being. Because before I go further, there are people there who cannot conceive, who can't have babies at all. So, when you are pregnant, which means it shows you that you are
you have power and energy.
Yes, you have power of coming from being a child and then to being a mother now. So
you can bring out life. You can bring out a soul.
You are experiencing the difference about life. So I think it's a blessing because not all of us or every woman
can stretch life to that level.
Yeah,
definitely. Wow.
Can I ask Like, can I ask a question? How old were you when you got pregnant? Like, the reason I'm asking, like, it's because you'll answer afterwards, just in a short statement. It's because, as I'm out, like, there's an imbalance or something. But when I was out, once you reach a certain age, generally, not all the time, like your mom, your grandmother, like again, whereas for girls, like maybe for example, before you reach 21, maybe more than 20 or 22, as a guy, bayakubuza ukuthi like umakoti simthola nini kanti ugogo wakho uyakubuza ukuthi simthola nini umzukulu. But for girls, most of the time, like bayashithi kumele uqale ushade wena uqale usebenze, like they want a perfect life for you before you can get a child. Whereas for you out, like banga accept any time I want to
get 16.
Like that's not all the time, but most like that's the reason was the question when you got pregnant.
Okay, so the time I found out that I was pregnant, I was actually like 25 years. So that is why maybe As for me, I think it was still early because I was not ready, even though. But that's why my mom said, like, okay, I think now you can have a baby. I don't know what was going on in her mind, but I was like 25 because my baby
18
was
past,
like 1
We
year.
kind of accepted the
18
situation.
adults. Past 18, you're 21, 21 memul. After memul,
No,
it's your
anything
life.
can happen.
Yeah.
So I understand your mom's pressure because now she was like, I'm growing, and if you can't see them,
And you can.
That's what I was actually believing. I was actually thinking as well. I actually thought maybe I don't have babies.
So I'm not going to go baby day.
Because some of them
Yabana manje,
Same.
can you take us through your journey with baby daddy from birth to now? Your journey
and Beth,
to now.
No, that's what we was at.
Kuze kahle.
Hey, that change during that transition, obviously having a thing from now so realizing being a child. I mean from now moving to being a mother. Yeah. In the way jive, the problem most of the time is during that pregnancy, yeah, that phase. It's always good to have a daddies. In most cases, does not happen. So, were you fortunate enough to have that phase with baby daddy, who was it season during your pregnancy phase?
okay. As for me, honestly, before your pregnancy, actually, let me start there. Everything was fine. We were good, flowing, happy
It was doggy.
Yeah.
to the moon.
Yeah.
And then until, if you remember, before I said I found it out that I'm pregnant, and then I decided to call him to come over, and then he came actually. So I was being worried before that. How is he gonna take it? Like, is he gonna accept or what? So I was actually worried.
Yeah.
But then it came to that day where I had to tell him that I am pregnant. So he came over.
Yeah. Didn't just like this big. But anyway, go back. Yeah. So, because
I wanted to tell the truth.
that's up to you. But what we really want to know is how did you react? Because I think that's the first key thing that starts from a baby daddy's behavior.
No, we've got different experiences as baby mamas.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm asking you, is it really necessary, or are you guys fine if I tell the truth?
It's feel free, man.
No,
As
as long as you are fine.
long as you are comfortable.
No, that's for me.
Yeah.
I don't have a problem with that.
Yeah, there's
thing
no
is-
problem.
The more the lies you tell us, the fucked up we get, right? Because we fall in love with the lies more than the truth, right?
No.
Seriously, because if you keep on telling me the lies, right?
You know why I'm asking?
Yeah.
Some of you are baby daddies.
Yes.
Yeah.
Or even no one can say baby daddy. I get baby daddy, but I will tell the truth about the baby daddies. Okay, actually,
Yeah.
the real
That's what we want.
experience.
Really?
Yeah,
That's what we want.
Yeah,
That's
that's
why
what
we
we
are
want.
here. Hey.
Personal
What is
experience.
your experience?
Okay, thank you.
Tone down kancane. Go down. Yeah, you can go on.
Believe it. Yeah, I can see you there. The real truth is, what was the reaction?
I called him over. He came, and then I just went straight to the point because I was also panicking.
Yeah.
And then the first reaction that I got, he told me to abort the child.
How did you feel about them? On your side?
I felt so broken. I felt powerless. Because as much as you can be a woman and be able to conceive, and then especially if it's your first child and then you are being told to abort the child, so obviously that's really fucked up. So it told me I am not ready to be a daddy.
Yeah.
And then I was like, my first question was like, before we go further, what were you thinking by the time you were having sex? I'm not trying to blackmail, but what I'm trying to say is you were being able to have like unprotected sex, and then you don't even think about the consequences.
Yeah.
It might not have been a pregnancy. It might have been something else.
Yeah.
Maybe STI or a
Yes,
disease.
Should be concerned, yeah.
And then why are you not concerned about that? So that's why I was asking him. It's fine. Okay, actually, he started accusing me after I said that, and then he started saying that maybe I'm not the first guy to sleep with you. Why don't you think, like, take your mind back?
Yeah.
And I'm like, what do you mean? Because I won't lie. I was busy. I was busy with him, everything. It was him, and all of a sudden, when it becomes like that, like boom.
But unless you as a woman really knows. Because
Ufazi.
First episode of Baby Daddies podcast, we spoke about that. But yeah. So he didn't take it lightly, basically. Azanga is like didn't even like find him to support her from the get-go to say, okay, no, it's been a situation, but he literally wanted to abort the child. Azanga phone was again after that, or did he find senses after?
After you explained whatever you told him.
No, actually, I got mad. I just lost it. I yelled as well. I was like, you know what? You are the only person that I'm sleeping with. That is why I am coming to you now and Jozi, I'm pregnant and stuff. But then it's up to you. If you are saying I must abort the child, then that's what I'm not going to do. That's not going to happen. I'm not doing it. It's either you accept or you not. It's fine. I will take the baby. Like, for my own. I will raise the baby. It doesn't matter. Whatever situation, it's fine. You can go. Because he actually told me, like in my eyes, like, if you are not aborting the child, I'm going to run away. So I was like, okay, you know what? It's fine. That's your decision. That is for me. And it's my first child. Maybe if I had that heart, I would have done that. But I couldn't do it. You see me, what I felt at that time, women that have ever going through pregnancy and then they ended up doing
an African cry from an African child. An African cry.
If I had that heart, I would have gone. I would have. Because the rejection that I got, it was real. Yeah, it was real. And what I was going through, I actually didn't believe that I will actually prosper with that pregnancy. But it happened.
So he ran away after that?
Yeah, he did. He ran away. As he said, as he promised.
He ran
away. He ran away. I just talk to myself like, you know what, God, if this is what you planned, it's fine. But the only thing that I can't do is to commit murder. I can't.
Yeah.
I'm not saying I blame whoever.
Yeah, no.
I know sometimes you can take a decision out of
situations
that
because
situation
it's not that.
because it's not easy, guys. It's very difficult. You know, whoever baby did out there was denying or saying to their baby mamas to abort the babies, you must know that you have reached that higher level of devilish.
Okay,
so like
I do not care that you were not in love to the person.
yeah.
But what matters now is the soul.
The soul
that you have brought into your lives.
Because
Without knowing, because you are the sinners. Thank you. You are the sinners, guys. You are the one who decided to have that sex. And then you're going to have to blame the baby for coming. And then you say, I must abort. And then you even call it that thing. That's very unfair. Even if it might be a mistake. But why don't you give the child a chance? Just give the child a chance.
We actually it was actually one of our topics.
It might be her or his choice to live it good or bad. You don't know it. Just because it's a mistake, maybe somehow.
To you. The thing is, to you, to that specific person, it's a mistake. But to the other, most of the time, that keeps the baby. It's not a mistake. And I love that you've highlighted that fact to most rents out there, that it's an exchange of that emotion that happens. Abuti, who's fully in with that emotion? Who really wants the baby?
My man, sometimes, for example, the point is the consequences after, right?
Yeah.
But let's say after, in most cases, you find out now, both parents, baby mama, baby daddy, name, minang full dad.
Definitely.
How we something that's what I'm saying. We spoke about this. Yeah. It's also a thing that contributes to Abuti Amat Babale.
I told you before.
Because, but look at the opposite.
Okay.
Look at the opposite, my man. Let's say if you're a woman food, you know that the situation like for me.
Yeah.
Like for me.
On your side.
I mean, I'm desperate. I want a kid. Now I'm not mama lo to safuno bazugul. Yeah, I'm sorry. But because of the situation, you don't want a child. Most of the time, which is understandable because who also try you decide to abort a baby. That's your right choice.
You have to go to school.
Because they say you're busy. Because situation I boom with everything.
I'm not 25, I'm not 18, not 16, not 15.
No matter the age, right?
No matter the age.
The situation, it's the same thing you were saying. With situation, you don't, as much as you don't blame others who abort the child, right? Even if let's say they went through that process, but maybe the guy wanted to have the kid. It's all Abuti. There's a bit of imbalance, but because as a woman, that's your gift.
Okay.
That's your gift, right? Because at the end of the day, uswala now.
Nourishment.
If I want a child and everything happens to me, the responsibility we are going. Coming back again.
If she dies.
If you decide to keep the child, then at the end of the day, hence I'm going to with baby daddy now. Okay. How long did it disappear for? Or did it disappear forever? Because eventually there was that contact. And how did that contact start? Yeah,
we want that portion with you. What made that conversation for both of you to start saying,
you have a child?
It's not about me, it's not about you, it's not about what happened, it's about the baby now. What started that conversation between the both of you?
Actually, since I decided on keeping the baby, he ran away because he told me actually that if you keep it, then I'll run away. Yes.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, you know what, it's fine, I will keep it, then you can run away, it's fine. As much as you told me, okay, I kept the baby, and then it went until like 8 months. Okay, that time I was like close to 2 months pregnant, and then it went until 8 months pregnant. Okay, after that he blocked me.
After 8 months.
I couldn't get hold of him or whatever. I tried, but I think it was like maybe 2 or 3 days, and then I saw Abuti. As much as he told me that I would run away, so I knew already.
Yeah,
so I didn't continue. I just carried on with my pregnancy without him. 8 months pregnant, and he blocked me from everywhere. It doesn't matter.
All platforms.
Platforms, yeah.
Okay, maybe like total disconnection,
Yeah, actually he thought I was gonna be maybe
Try something.
but yeah, we tell him
I tried calling him like it was, I think, 3 days, and then I saw that I cannot get hold of him, and then I just like, you know what, it's fine. Which means it's true that he's gonna run away, and then that's it.
Yeah.
So yeah, fine. And then 8 months pregnant, he called me, and I still had the number. I didn't delete it.
Yeah.
I was just like that, and then what happened was like he called me. I saw the number that was him, and I have been through.
Through the most, I mean, pregnancy, so especially with that guy.
Without him,
Yeah.
and I won't lie. When you are pregnant, obviously, you have those hormones of of maybe sometimes you wanna get laid, but as much as you're pregnant, it's not easy. You cannot just get any guy or anyone.
Yeah, anyone.
It's not like when you are not pregnant.
It is a car. But now you are
pregnant.
Yeah.
The baby is here. And you wanna get laid.
All those things. All those things.
Hey. That's where the frustration starts.
That's where the danger is.
That's where the danger is.
No, besides that part,
No,
that's
but
when you will start thinking about the life of having a baby without a father. But right now, I need him. You've got cravings. As a pregnant woman,
Yeah.
you know, I won't lie. I used to be a very, I can say, free spirits woman without having a baby. Yes, because I was taking care of myself only. I used to be free. Everything was nice until you become a mother.
It's nice until you become a mother.
It's nice.
Until you become
a mother. I cannot say it's what or whatever, but then being a mother is not actually easy. Because what we go through is different and somehow is difficult.
Yeah. So because with me, I can only sympathize because I've seen that experience and thing because I was there throughout. Yeah. And some points I could feel like without the baby daddy's presence, it makes it a bit more difficult because there's so much things that you go through that you need an extra hand. That extra hand needs to be there any second, any time. And Joe Bush now also getting late because without getting late, that's how I was. Like what's we were pregnant. My emotion get hang. It's worse when you're not getting laid, bruh.
How important is it for a lady to get laid during pregnancy? Is it more often, just often, or sometimes?
Actually, as much as it was my first time having a baby, as much as I couldn't get much of
being
laid,
yeah.
They told me that you didn't get enough sex because your bones must open. Your pulse
stretch.
Supposed to stretch.
Yeah.
You need to have sex when you are pregnant because you are actually preparing your womb.
Z, is it a lot? Or
It's explain.
It shouldn't be a lot.
Yeah.
Because at the same time, if you are exaggerating, you're gonna gonna damage.
The damage, like
the baby actually.
And sometimes sounds like
because if you do like too much, like you're being too much like abnormal. It must be normal. Like
what is normal? Is it 2 rounds a day? Is it 2 rounds a month?
Okay, the normal. Let me tell you, pregnant woman will tell you the normal. When she wants it, she will be wanting it.
How often do you want
that
it?
time. If she does not want it,
she doesn't.
She doesn't.
How often do you want it on
so
your
it depends on her. If she's pregnant, it depends on her.
So the thing is, okay, just because
it depends on
she was unfortunate that baby daddy was not present and now same situation is obviously when you don't get laid. The point is that usually when you don't get laid, my emotion about too much and so she was explaining now how it also affects Upuma. So especially if, which is a lesson, guys, it's a lesson. Is that phone?
Whose phone?
Whose phone is that?
It's yours.
I'm going to podcast record this live. Record. Coming back.
You were saying good.
So interrupted that phase that I think the viewers need to know what you were saying about deliverance. More keep them down. If you didn't get laid, you're gonna have troubles.
Definitely.
That's what you were saying, right?
Yeah.
Before
that's
I
what
was
that's what she said.
What you mean with how often and that?
What to say my brother tell you to do?
Oh, actually, why I said that is because during my birth giving, the doctors actually told me that you didn't get enough sex. I won't lie. They told me you didn't get enough sex because your vagina is too
tight.
So as a pregnant woman, actually naturally you get more tighter when you are pregnant. There's that naturally
so nice.
Tight. And then thank you for saying that. You actually become very
juicy and tight.
Because you become tight and if you're not being you're not getting laid, they're gonna tell you. The doctors will forever tell you because when you are giving birth, the baby, when baby comes out, whatever that is more that you were doing during the pregnancy is gonna show. If you're eating more oranges, you're having sex too much. The stems, whatever that you were doing. Sometimes most of pregnant women they eat the soil.
The soil. No, I think is actually, but Tabat is one of them.
They eat the soil.
Is there danger?
They eat the soil because of the cravings.
But isn't it also because of iron as well? Because you also need iron.
That's what happened. Even if you can search it, they actually said if you have a crave of a soul, which means you've got a lack of iron, then you have to eat liver.
Even is being. Mama, that's being the guys.
Alright. So it's really about faith. So now, ways, right? Because you said that baby daddy, and I'm not baby daddy because at the end of the day we're trying to, correct.
The mistakes that we've made.
So we need to make sure. So Joba Mark sekakuthinta unenumber yakhe. Was it just a call to sharp and or did you know what you expected dates in this general or the delivery and like what you Oh, you just disappear.
Born, I told you, ne? I told him that I'm pregnant at that time. And then he told me if I don't abort, that was like close to 2 months.
Yes, we got that, yeah.
So he came back. He actually called me when I was
was
like
8
months pregnant.
So he came back, really?
8 months, yeah.
So yeah,
Phone,
I don't know why he called or whatever happened, but he called me when I was 8 months pregnant. After he denied everything, like you don't have to have that child, abort it. That might not be my child. You've been dating. As I said that you was he denied it actually.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. When I was 8 months pregnant, I received this call. And when I see, because I didn't delete the number, but when I checked, I was blocked from whatever. From
Yeah, so was he there when you delivered
the baby or not?
No, the young.
He was not there.
Not even worried, does not know what you delivering.
No.
And then after that,
because I was married.
Yeah.
He called me when I was 8 months pregnant, telling me that you are about to deliver. So, how is it going? So I got so mad, pissed, like,
you haven't been supporting.
I told you that I was pregnant by that time, and then you said the baby's not yours. You abandoned me, you left me, you accused me of having an affair with whoever or whatsoever, and then now you're calling me and asking me about being close to giving birth, and then I was so pissed, I was so mad. So I was like, you know what, I don't wanna hear anything from you or whatever, because I was so mad, I won't lie, yes.
Yeah, obviously, I mean, it did you bad,
I was like, you know what, you can do whatever, go wherever, because I've been through
a lot.
And I'm like 8 months pregnant, like close to giving birth.
Till today, no communication after that?
No, after that, actually what happened, then I gave birth. And then I decided not to tell him, not to say anything, because
he decided not to say.
He decided to explain himself.
He's the person actually who told me like to abort the child and what. So as for me, I felt like he does not deserve to know, because he does not care, he does not even know it, whatever.
Yeah.
And then my sister told me, no, because the baby now is here. Because now it's not about you, it's about him. It's about the baby. Tell him. I didn't want to tell him until it was like 3 days of giving birth. That's when I felt guilty. I was like, okay, you know what? God, it's up to him.
Yeah,
to decide does he want the baby or not.
Does he want to be part of the baby's life or not?
After
what was this decision?
That time, being pregnant, I went through alone and everything.
Yeah.
And then I decided to tell him when I gave birth after 3 days. And then I was like, okay, I gave birth. Okay, I actually sent a picture
of the baby.
Yeah, of the baby. And then I sent the caption like, that's the baby. So it's up to you what you do.
That's
decide,
you.
But you can see. And I won't lie, as much as I am,
so
I am dark skin or whatever, brown, but he could see, because I just sent the picture.
Can I ask you something? Is the baby daddy also a report?
Yeah.
And on the
Melo, Melo, abo yellow, what is a she's?
Okay, but like even the reason I'm asking that, because the child like no spoke, like complexion, Mara, you can tell what is.
She's a beautiful
there is more lightness that's coming elsewhere.
Your brightness.
Yeah.
Your brightness. Cash. Yeah.
Actually, so.
Yeah, you can continue, darling.
Magabona,
I sent a picture, just one picture.
It takes one picture. Ladies, did you hear? It takes one picture. You can continue.
Yeah, I just took one picture. The face, and you see a newborn. It was a newborn.
Yeah.
See, when you conceive, after that you will be so excited, and then I took the picture and I sent it. And then after all the rejection and all of whatever, after the picture, I actually experienced the different character of him. Even though it was kind of weird, but...
Please explain the weird
character.
That
Like a change of behavior.
That change of behavior, can you please explain it to us?
Okay, and after sending the picture, after that, all being an animal, all that aggressiveness, all that being attitudinal. But after I sent the picture, he just, I can say maybe he went out of words. I can say, yes.
Like in what way? Like in
Can he fall in love?
can't believe it's happening or
yeah, because the time we were having a fight, he told me that's not my baby or those stuff that we were fighting.
So basically
and then he was like, okay, we're gonna see with the baby. And the baby comes and then we're gonna see. So Mina, the time after I just delivered the baby, I just decided to send the picture. I just sent the picture. And then after the picture, I didn't get more of comments.
Yeah.
We were struggling in everything. Before I even went to the hospital, I couldn't get things for the baby. Since from that time I told him
cravings were faced by you alone.
Since from that time I told him that I was pregnant and stuff. And then after delivering, after actually that picture, and then that's where it kind of changed. But it was not complete.
It couldn't complete.
But
so when did he start acting?
It kind of changed. He actually
emotionally, physically, or financially?
Yeah, he just sent money for the baby to get all the stuff of the newborn and
was it sufficient?
Everything. Yeah, he sent.
Was it enough?
Yeah, it was enough.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay,
yes,
cool.
It was enough. And I was happy.
Okay.
I actually kind
so
of feel different. I kind
transition
of
between sadness and happiness. I wanna understand between the transition of happiness and sadness, and how he impacted that. I just wanna understand that between the transition of when you started from the sad person and when you started looking him from, wow, he can do this now. He's a dad. We are in woman now. How did that happen?
No, I was not actually happy that he could maybe send money. But what I was happy about is because at least, because what is from my struggle.
Something.
Because what he said before that we're gonna see with the baby. So maybe after sending the picture, he could see that this is my child or whatever. But I was not really happy for, maybe I can say Imali or whatever, because he's been not there. He didn't experience it, didn't see me going through the pregnancy period and whatever.
So much emotions there.
But then I was happy at the moment because I was actually helpless, yes, I can say.
Can I ask did you feel kind of like where maybe at least now he's getting a sense of ownership that now let out that you had one?
Yeah, I cannot lie from my experience of being rejected with the pregnancy. And then comes the time that you have to give birth. And you have been thinking during that time that you're going to raise this child without a father. without anybody who's going to support you with the child, and you don't have any option or anything. But at least now, from that experience, especially when you're a pregnant woman, it's very short to think. When you're pregnant, guys, I won't lie, you cannot be normal. I have been normal. I have been not pregnant before, and then I experienced the life of being pregnant. So what I'm trying to say is, like, when you're pregnant, sometimes even if you think like a stupid, it's fine, because at that state you don't think much of your life but about the baby. That is why most of baby mamas, they mostly end up maybe making like decisions and mistakes. Because most of the time they don't really think about whatever, they just only think about the baby, and they don't think about something else. That is why, so it's not that easy.
That's too deep, man.
Yeah, that's too deep. But okay, now it's a situation whereby so did the oh, by the way, I'm not sure I should tell them. So it's fine. So Sekani, Ovile, normal Ovile, I'm curious. Ne? Because you fab, right? Do this, yeah, no, we're fab, we can
By curious.
That's why it makes it special today, this interview.
Also, they share the same stats. Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Alignment.
So what do you want to say about that?
Yeah. So now take it back. Okay. Now, since la pumas, I'm say a corner. Yeah. So I said the baby did okay, that first step of young child. Now, do you go to his place, maybe you don't do the baby C or things like that? Yeah.
No, as for me, I didn't go there because as much as I was denied, so I felt like, you know what, maybe even his family could just throw me like away like that, as much as he can't do that. So I was like, you know what, it's fine, I'm on my own. Let me see myself try to take care of this baby, it's fine. Even if I don't know, the only thing that I can decide is like, okay, I will tell the baby, it's okay, this is what happened with your father. Because I cannot hide at the end of the day.
Yeah.
I cannot change the situation.
So how's the situation now with the baby daddy currently? Are you in relationship, like since from that one time, is that you're in communication, concern with the child, or
are you co-parenting?
Or as I told you guys from that time, he sent money, he never came to see the baby. And then the baby was like 3 months, and then he said, I'm gonna come see the baby. I think he called me after the baby was like 3 months. The baby was like 3 days from that time. He sent money for us to buy things.
And then
I think she was like 3 months by that time. He actually never came. Yeah, he never came. And then I decided to call. Since I called that time, I've been not bothering him since from then. He's been not doing anything, not communicating, but he sent enough money, everything for the baby. Even by the time, with the 3 months that I decided to call him, we were actually still not stranded, because he made sure
whatever you needed is covered.
By that time he made sure, yes. And then
Nizwili.
Okay, that was
time passing.
Yeah.
I saw time passing. 3 months, the baby's 3 months now, quiet. And as much as I was already given up soul, I was just like.
Alright. So, okay. So now, let's take it here, yeah? So since we're cut off, and especially from, because the pregnancy and even after you're done, because you mentioned Abuti covered certain part, but now thankfully as because which is a big thing is since I'd say Uzo was born till today, secure I'm born.
Actually, from that time, as much as I said, he came after 3 months, the baby was born, and then after that, he came after the baby's 7 months. That was the second time, from 3 months.
7 months.
Yeah, he came when the baby was 7 months, and then by the time the baby was 3 months, I was staying in a different location, yes. And he was busy complaining about the distance, of which it was not even like that much, but he was always complaining, and then I moved. All of those things, actually, I did them because of my sister. I was like, okay, you know what, you don't have to do this thing because of you. It's about the baby now. Okay, fine. So he came back again to see the baby, and she was like 7 months. That's when she came. And after that, but during that,
yeah, so Mageza, your reaction, because obviously you were there. Born.
Yeah.
After maybe say I don't know if you need to but now live, were you able to look at his reaction or his body language? Is he happy, or is it like he can't believe it, or?
Yeah, I could actually. He was actually when I talk to him, he will be aggressive. He doesn't actually want anything to do with me, but I think at that moment maybe it was just about the baby. Just because I tried talking to him before we met.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, I tried talking to him about it. This is not about me and all of the things. And then what I saw, he was actually furious and disgusted.
Yeah.
Because he saw the baby, and then he just told me like, yeah, I can see it's my baby, yes. But it doesn't change the fact that
yeah.
So yes, but then the only thing I can say about my baby daddy is that he does not care about seeing his daughter. He can support, yes, but if I do not put pressure or I do not remind him, it's not gonna happen.
So, okay, just on that note, you're saying, okay, so he does acknowledge the child is his. He does acknowledge now the responsibilities.
Yes.
So he does support, but you need to remind him.
Yeah.
So it's not, can I ask, because it's one of the key things, right? now, because now it kind of forms now a co-parenting situation. And it's so I'm not sure if you checked actually one of like recent photos, especially as on the child maintenance corner as well. Even though Askaga deep when it comes to that part, because there is, but there is a near form agreement. Because if he takes and acknowledge Utunomdana, now take and acknowledge Uti, obvious Nomdana, now you need to co-parent. Because either way it leads to that. Whether Uti, he's still, you're no longer in a relationship in simple terms. Yeah, no longer in a relationship in simple terms. But they still need to be that for the sake of the child.
Yeah.
Do you know that there's actually a form that you can actually agree with, okay, if maybe he's going to be the things that he's going to, because if you have to remind him all the time, now it would see now we are like
Yeah.
It makes you feel like that, yeah.
So about that, actually, I think as a father, you don't have to be reminded. Yes, as much as you know that you have a child that is actually living, you must know. But then becoming there, it's actually different from guys. Some, they have to be reminded that you have to do this for the child and that, because sometimes if you don't say, just like me, if I do not say anything,
I think
he will just keep quiet until I become like, why?
Don't you think in a way he feels like maybe you've got things covered at that point? That's why you're saying maybe not reminding him, or he feels like you should remind him in case you feel like you don't have help at all.
No, but besides having help at all, but why do you have to be reminded?
Yeah.
If you know
exactly.
that you are a father, you have a child, it doesn't matter. Sometimes it's not about money, yes, but why can't you at least think that there's someone out there who's living because of you? Your part, your blood. But then I don't really understand it, but...
You don't understand the neglecting parts of that part.
Thank you, but then it happens.
Sometimes too. That's why I think agreement is because obviously now we're out if already in your head as an ideal baby daddy.
Yeah.
Yang so na mawukawula la mawuthengile incaza mawuthengile top nyana umntana akagcokile.
Yeah, that's why I said like even if there can be an agreement, fine. But then as much as I said before, with me I said like, let me not be the one who's gonna buy things for the baby. Just
do it.
Go do it for yourself.
Exactly.
Go there, because I'm always being accused of eating the money, because when I say the baby needs this and that, it's like maybe I'm trying to get the share for me. You know me, I won't lie to you. As much as we are women, yes, we might love money, we might love things, but a baby is very expensive. I won't lie to you, babies are different with food. Some they don't like, there's a different of milk actually. Some they are
why of it?
some they are out.
Give it a chance,
Some
just explain that to the chance.
even if I can be there as a mother to feed my baby with breast milk, they won't go for that.
Yeah.
They will need that
Formula.
Thank you, the formula. But then some, they will like this and the formula. And some, they'll just like this one without the formula. And then you will have to balance things as the mother because you cannot feed the baby with only breast milk, only, or with formula only. Or with both the breast and the formula only.
To find a balance.
The baby, to get the strength, there is some certain food. Kunama foods for your babies from bed and stuff. That is why they don't understand it as much as the baby cannot chow any food that we consume.
From your side.
There is food for them. So if you tell the baby daddy sometimes that the baby
needs
to eat food like this, it's gonna be like you are trying actually to create a story of getting money from the baby daddy.